Welcome to another episode of the Female Solution Global Broadcast. I'm Deborah, your host for today, and Move Around with Deborah, where we offer interactive engagement through our many platforms. Now, during our live broadcast today, you can call in and give your perspective of the discussion that is currently going on. And that number is 1-727-731-5192. Again, that's 1-727-731-5192. Ooh, look, people are calling already. Oh, wonderful. We have an extended show for you today where we're going to talk about travel, human trafficking, and a telethon to help save Mama Africa's Marketplace, which is in the South Shore neighborhood of Chicago. You see, the 7 principles of Kwanzaa is not just to be celebrated and practiced during 1 week of the year, but all year. Stay tuned.
Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the Female Solution.
That's right. This is the Female Solution. And like I say, we come here on a regular basis. So, you know how you have your schedule of what you watch? Make sure you have the Female Solution global broadcast included in that. You know, we save lives here. You just never know when a life is needed, a lifeline. And we have plenty of lifelines all week long. But today, with Move Around with Deborah, that's me, our mission is actually to increase travel awareness, helping you decide when, where, and how to travel, what to do during your journey. We're also here to support those of you who are looking to start a new business in the ever growing industry of the travel business. And when I say ever growing and ever changing, yes, it is. And you can capitalize on that if you choose. And if you want to get in touch with me, you can always reach out to Deborah.thefemalesolution@gmail.com. You know, we want to promote a learning environment for safe, thoughtful discussions globally. And eventually it will be into outer space, and we'll be talking about that at some point during this year. But globally, you need to be informed. Travel, we feel, is one of the most impactful educational platforms around. Think about it. Travel can be applied to any topic. So I want you to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, jump up and down, do whatever you have to do to reach out to everyone you know so we can all learn, grow, and love accordingly. So tell your neighbors, your family, your friends, grab a pen for information that's going to be shared with you. I tell you, all these calls is coming in. Wow, I certainly hope that the calls that are coming in are going to be someone who's going to give some thoughtful discussions about what the topic is today. And that's what I want. This is our first broadcast of the year. And before we get started, I want you to know that believe wherever life takes you this year, it can be awesome. Just allow it to be. Our program here is going to give you various perspectives in your travel aspirations. So I hope you have that bucket list. You'll need some tools to help make your journeys memorable in a positive way. We have to be positive and impactful for whatever we do. So let's make sure you tap in. I've got so many changes and so many updates that have come in throughout the first part of this year. And I want to tell you, you better know what's going on. First off, I want to restate and state again and back up, how we say rinse and re-rinse. There are some websites that are very, very important for you to just check out. If you don't have a travel advisor, or even if you do have a travel advisor, you need to know. And you don't want to be surprised. So get on these lists so you can just review. If you have a question and you want an answer, and I'm gonna tell you, being in the media, it is very important for you to vet information you get. Social media is vast. People can tell you all kinds of stuff, and this their perspective. And if you're not really paying attention, you are getting bad information. And I've had so many folks that tell me about some information that they've received that was traumatic when they realized that the information they got was not accurate. And again, with the way we are receiving things, if you don't go to the source and you don't revet, you should not be repeating. So the first site I want you to look at, and I'm not sure if I could show you right now because I'm in a different platform, but this is why you need that pencil and paper or however you want to record it. You can also look at the rebroadcast of all of our shows, especially this one, but is to go to www.travel.state.gov. And these websites are very important. How you look at a website and understand that it is a proper website, because you can Google travel.state and you could get many different options. And if unless it's the official website, you're not going to really get the accurate information. Matter of fact, just yesterday I got a text message that looked official, and it was saying how because of tickets that I have gotten and they're past due, and they're going to suspend my driving records. And those of you who know me know about my driving record. I've got a pristine driving record. I haven't gotten a ticket since 1980 something. Right. So, but anyway, it looked like it was from our state. But at the end, instead of saying IDOT for Illinois Department of Transportation, it said .IOT. So there's some variations there. Even when you get emails, there's some variations. So always vet. If something comes through and you think, oh, this is great, or oh, is that for real? Vet it, because things are happening. People are trying to do some trickery and we're not getting proper information. But travel.state.gov is the travel advisory where you can get passport information, find out about international travel information, get U.S. visas, intercountry adoption agencies, international parental child abduction information. You could replace or certify documents, emergency contact information when you're traveling around the world, and much more. Now, when you go to that site, it can be overwhelming. So I would suggest everybody to have a passport book. There's the difference, passport card and passport book. I would suggest you go to get your passport book through this site. It'll give you the information. And sure, we can still travel across the country and around the world. Come on now. Let's get busy. Let's do that. The next site I want you to take heed of, because it's very, very important, is www.tsa.gov. Yes. www.tsa.gov, with the is for transportation. Everybody should be familiar with TSA. Even if you're not traveling on the airways, the train travel is coming up, and we're going to do a segment sometime this year about train travel, because a lot of folks don't want to fly in the air. They want to take that train and see the country. Oh, this is an amazing country that we live in. Even though we're going through some challenges, the media, we are impactful in our information, and some information that you're getting, it can be overwhelming and a little bit of terror in your mind. You don't want to travel, but travel comfortably. Be aware of your travel, but do not stop traveling. Come on now. In TSA, you get security screenings, TSA pre-check, TSA cares. Yes, you can do TSA care. You got a problem with TSA, call them. But let me tell you something. When you're dealing with TSA or any of these other government agencies, please, 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 don't be an agitator. Don't be argumentative. State your case. Be firm in how you feel. And if it's not going the way you want it to go, be calm. Take note. Either go or don't go. And then document it. Always document anything, but document it and pay attention. TSA has some valuable information. They are your friend if you utilize them properly. If you utilize them properly, and I am a little uh, militant in ways, but I have learned you can't argue with someone who's only doing their job. Just like when people come to you and you're doing your job and you're giving them advice, or you're filling out the paperwork, the documentation, or the report as the way you should, either your boss or your company has dictated. You don't want somebody else coming in saying, oh no, don't fry the food in that grease, or oh no, don't do this, that, or the other. This is how you do it. And you take their advice, but if this is how you're doing it, this is how you're doing it. And if you directed someone who works for you to do something the way you want it to be done, should not no one from the street come in and tell them how to do it against what you're saying. Okay. So this is the same thing with the government. Document it and voice your opinion in a proper way. But with TSA, they've got so many things that are going on, so many updates. Did you know that at some point last year, you didn't have to start taking off your shoes when you went through the airport? Yes. Well, I've always been in that. But yes, isn't that amazing? Here's another big announcement that TSA has this year. Starting February 1st, TSA will truly implement a new rule, including a $45 fee for those folks who are traveling and don't have their real ID. So that means that you have your federal government documentation or your state documentation, like your state driver's license or a state ID. And if it's not a real ID from the state, some of them have little gold stars on them or something. If that's what you're trying to travel with, okay, you will be assessed a $45 fee that will allow you to just utilize the government issued ID that you have that's not a real ID, and you'll be able to use that for up to 10 days. Now, beyond the 10 day, on the 11th day, if you're coming back, you say you're going on a 12-day vacation, and when you come back, you're still trying to use that old issue ID, you'll be assessed another $45. Okay? I tell you, it is getting stricter and stricter, but they've told you to go get this new identification over and over. And we've been contemplating this real ID system for 20 years now almost. So with that, even though you're going to be assessed that $45, when you go up to the gate, they're not going to say, just give me the $45 and you can go through. Oh, no, 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 no. When you arrive at the TSA security checkpoint without an acceptable form of identification, you're going to be pushed over to the side and put in another line. It will be even longer. So if you're running late for your plane, you are in jeopardy of missing your flight. Why? Just get the real ID. Or if you don't want to get the real ID and you want to go through this process, it's okay. They got something for you. But you're going to have to take your time. There are stricter rules that we have to comply with for whatever the reason. Also, there are stricter carry-on rules. Now, the TSA will enforce a size and weight limit with the gate agents. Check in more closely. That's for those carry-on luggages. You know how we all want to pack those carry-on luggages with heavy items and making them larger. The suitcases are larger and the backpacks larger, and with the extended zippers and all of that. You're going to have to make sure that the weight, and usually at one point they weren't worried about the weight. It was just the size, the dimensions. Now they're going to be worried about the weight to avoid those additional fees. Smart luggage, those with those removable batteries, you cannot, well, actually they said they'll be banned on US Airlines. And all power banks and spare lithium batteries must be carried on your carry-on items in the cabin, because they can start a fire. And you want to be able to fire start. You don't want that fire to start in the luggage being up under the plane where nobody is looking at it. So even when they come to you and say, please, if you're at the gate and you have those luggages and they say, if you want to put it up under the gate because they're running out of room, please don't put them under the gate no matter what. Don't do that. There are going to be some increased wait times if you do not comply. So be prepared. Come early, 2 hours at least. You're sitting around, it's okay. It's a lot going on, but you can be there. You can be there 2 hours. If it's anything else, you make sure you'd be there. 3 hours if it's international travel. Okay? 3 hours. So make sure you stay informed. You keep up to date with those TSA announcements. Prepare for any potential changes and procedures as this year 2026, oh my goodness, is moving on. These changes can mark a significance in the TSA policies, emphasizing most importantly, that proper identification. Because again, you don't want to get to the check-in line and you don't have valid identification to travel. And that's including with the children. If you're traveling with children and you are a parent, a single parent, or two parents, but you're not traveling with your children, you allow your children to travel with someone else, make sure they have proper documentation. Proper documentation. Because again, and again and again, it is so much going on in this world. You want to be ready, you want to be prepared. And if you're not ready and you're not prepared, you won't go. And oh my goodness, how devastating is that? How expensive is that? If you don't have the proper information, you're not able to go, and you don't have travel insurance. Oh my goodness, what a hassle. What a hassle. Now, there's one other site that I want you to be aware of, and that's the Department of Homeland Security. I know they are on that list where we don't want to be bothered with them, but they are very important, especially with travel. That's www.dhs.gov. That's gov. You can check travel alerts and warnings, helping you to prepare for your trip, making sure you know what not to bring back home when you get going through customs. I know you want to go, and customs is something else. TSA is something else going, and customs is really something else coming back. All of those undocumented or unlabeled medications, those gummies, those uh, what is it? Joints. Yeah, I'm old school. That you say is legal in your town, you can have it. Your doctor prescribed them, and they said, "Oh, everything is okay." But no, everything is not okay, especially when you're traveling under the federal jurisdiction, and that's what you have to worry about. Also, human trafficking information. This month of January is Human Trafficking Awareness Month. Did you hear what I said? Human trafficking awareness. That's important not only to you, but to me and everybody else. Let me tell you, this human trafficking is a monster, it's a beast. Human trafficking 101. It involves the force of fraud or coercion in exchange for labor, services, or a commercial sex act. Yes, yes, even under the age of 18. The victims are of any age, race, sex, ethnicity, nationality, immigration status, social economic class, and in many cases, victims do not come forward to seek help because they're vulnerable. Sometimes it's the language, sometimes it's the fear of law enforcement, and sometimes it's the fear because it's somebody they know, somebody they live with, somebody in their circle, their immediate circle. There's sex trafficking, escort service, massage service, outdoor sexual solicitation, brothels, bars, strip clubs, pornography, personal, and when you live stream this stuff, come on, people, that's not good. Forced labor, such as domestic work, housekeeper, traveling sales crews. Yes, you get these folks that travel and they're sharing information, they're making sales, and you have them knock on your door sometimes. Oh, who is that knocking on my door trying to sell something? Those people could be from other parts of the country or other parts of the world, and they're forced into laboring and peddling and begging for folks. Yes. So how can you identify it's everywhere. It's everywhere. What they say is hidden in plain sight. But you can recognize some of the signs. There was just a video I saw of a little boy who was in the airport with two people, and they were walking hand in hand. And when the little boy looked like he was about 5 years old, when he saw a police officer, he he started crying and hollering, "These aren't my parents. These aren't my parents. They kidnapped me. They kidnapped me." It's, and they're saying, "Oh, he's just kidding." This is what the adults were saying. "Oh, he's just kidding." But he kept at it. He kept at it. And they, of course, the police asked for their documentation, and they had documentation, but the documentation wasn't clicking. It wasn't matching. So it brought another ear to saying, well, maybe this kid knows what he's talking about. And yes, he had just been kidnapped a couple of days ago from a playground, and they were about to take him across the country to another area. You never know. You see something, you say something. It could be physical, verbal abuse, work abuse, just all kinds of stuff. So be aware. Be aware. And what should you do if you see it? Okay, here's ICE, another government entity that we like right now is not being in a good place, but it is important. That's www.ice.gov. Get help from the National Human Trafficking Hotline by calling 1-888-373-7888. That's 1-888-373-7888. Lock it in your phone, or you could text the word help or info to 233-733. That's be free. That's the words be free, which is 233-733. So you can text help or info. Come on now. Human trafficking can hit all of us, any of us, at any time. Are you aware? Are you ready? Come on. Let's work these things out. We don't have to be in trouble. We don't have to be oblivious to what's going on in the world. And there was a saying that I've come across, and it was an old school saying, "Are you your brother's keeper?" Well, are you? I think you can be. Why not? Why not? We have to be in control of who we are and what we do. So with that being said, I just want to again share the information. We're going to go to a commercial break. Well, I done missed our commercial break. I just get so excited and talking about and sharing with and having folks prepare early. And I hope that we can get our next commercial break coming on so we can go and start talking about the female solution, our sisters, and our important thought for today, our important mission for today, that we're going to have our extended show focus on. And we're going to get started. If I can get my production manager to come on with our commercials, because we've got a lot.
Soul for Chicago. Hey family, this is Charles Humphrey of MCH Publishing, and I'm here with Ashada, and we at the Soulful Chicago Book what?
This is the Soulful Chicago Black History Book Fair, slamming.
We getting down in Hyde Park. Just run it down, my sister. Just tell us, for the people, a little bit about what we're doing here today and why.
You know, this is the Soulful Chicago Black History Book Fair, and this month is very important. I feel like we don't give it the type of recognition that it needs, but beyond that, I do all things literary, and we have so many ancestors that have taken a tradition of writing and done great things. Well, we have those of us that are carrying on that tradition, and nobody knows about them until now. So the Soulful Chicago Black History Book Fair is allowing us to tell our stories according to ourselves for our own benefit. And it's just beautiful. I mean, she could have been here today if you wasn't here, but if you were, it's been amazing. People came in consistently, children, and we have children's authors, we have nonfiction authors, we have fiction authors. This is really good. And it's about taking our own power in our own hands and doing what we do on the literary tip, though.
Right.
I got to work, but I can't help it. Everything going to school. Not just about bring my African shit like this. Bring in the African shit.
Yes, that's Chicago Black History Book Fair coming February 15th. Yes. Stay tuned for the location, but it is definitely going to be a place that you want to be at. And hopefully we'll be doing some kind of broadcasting from there. Yes, because that's what is needed. We need some more literary folks out here. What do they say? Everybody's got a story.
Everybody's got a story.
Everybody's got a story, and many of them, I know, I have plenty of stories to tell. When we're sitting down and we're talking with each other and just fellowshipping, all the stories that come out. But for me, when it's time to put pen to paper, I have issues. I got a lot of notepad.
Well, I got a question for you, Deborah, and we're so grateful that you are giving us so much insight about this travel situation. And my heart dropped when you told the story about the child who was trying to make the adults around them realize these are not my parents. Children don't lie about that. That should throw up a red flag. A child is not going to say that if it is untrue. So. Right. For us to think, they're just children. No, that's not a thing a child will lie about. So I would say immediately respond if a child says that.
Exactly. And I'm so glad that the child wasn't he went along with the program until he saw someone that he had been taught to save him. Serve and protect. That's what they got on the side of the car. That's what they have in their mission statement: serve and protect. And if we allow them to do that, they will. It's not all bad. We have so many folks that we're looking at in law enforcement now because of the mainstream media has to not promote that, but show a lot of that is going on. So that's all we see repetitively. Yes. Wash and rewash, recycle, it's repetitive. That's just the nature of that business. But if we look at it effectively, there's so many other things in this world that we can be doing to offset what we're focusing on with that.
I got a question. Mm-hmm. I got a question because, I've traveled to a few countries and things like that. And I know in certain countries, like the police or whatever security forces they have, some don't carry weapons because they are really just there to serve and protect, more or less. And then there are other countries that are, deeply militarized, and, you'll see it looks like more like an army presence. So what do you advise people to do if they are someplace
and they need help, should they look for something representing the police or military, or I mean, who do you look for to help you if you are someplace you're not at home, you are abroad in another culture, you're not sure who can you trust? How do you find out who to trust if you need help? Say if you've been robbed, or you're being followed, whatever it is, you don't feel safe. Where do you go? Or does it
Well,
depend on which country you're in?
what do you do? First thing you do is be prepared prior to, as I stated earlier on, uh, Department, I think it was Department of Homeland Security, or travel.state.gov, one of those sites that I gave you, TSA. One of those sites, they have a form where you can have emergency information, emergency call information, uh, embassy information before you travel, that you have documentation already there in your little wallet, or however, or in your phone, in your emergency card, in a separate place from your phone, because if you get robbed or something, you need to have that off to the side. Also, there's always in the airports, train stations. Even if you're in another country, they travel by train quite a bit. So in the train station, there's usually informational kiosks that you can go to, that you can ask for. A lot of times there are the police officers that you come across, and they pretty much may be able to speak enough English. If you don't speak the language that the country that you're in, they can speak enough English to know that you're in distress and that you need help. So be prepared, have this information up front. And if you don't have it in up front, then make sure that wherever you are, you're focused. You don't travel anywhere alone. I know we've got a lot of folks that's doing the
Yeah,
solo.
a lot of people do. Yeah.
But try not to travel alone. And if you are traveling alone, make sure that you are protecting yourself. You're putting
Yeah.
yourself not in an environment that is not comfortable.
Yeah,
So
I would say, if you do, because I know my daughter did a lot of business trips where she was by herself, but she would make friends with somebody along the journey, some other young woman, and they would hang out together. So someone always is keeping track of where you are. Somebody always knows if something doesn't seem right, and you are not answering your phone, for long periods of time. And make sure that you have some kind of, I would say, people back home or wherever that knows where you're supposed to be, knows where you are. So if something happens and you do disappear, they know at least your itinerary.
Kind of where where you were, and try to learn the language. If you go into another country, try to learn at least some basic language. Or they have apps on your phone now where you can speak into the app and it translates for you. Or that other person that they're speaking to the app and it'll translate for you. So they're kind of clever with this stuff now. But
yeah, and that's why we at least will teach you a greeting in another language. We run 16 languages. We show you how to greet people, so that wherever you travel, at least you can say a polite greeting. And then at the end of the show, of course, we say thank you. 16 languages, you can say thank you, because you need to be able to at least express gratitude when someone helps you. So if nothing else, you can present some type of a friendly face if you're going somewhere abroad where you don't know the people, you don't know the culture, and you have to make sure they at least respond favorably to you. And I think you mentioned earlier about not having, definitely smile. I think you mentioned earlier about not having attitude when you deal with TSAs and things like that.
Anybody. Even if it's the person on the other side of the counter from you.
Yes.
Yeah. Stop. Get get
Do
the
not curse
attitude.
people out when you are
Right,
frustrated. They will
right.
not help
It's
you.
not cute. It's
They
not
will
cute.
definitely not help you if you make them angry. So you got to be able to charm your way into things sometimes, even if you're annoyed and frustrated, because we always get frustrated. I mean, it's so easy to get frustrated, and people,
Right. It
either
is.
they're slow or, they're not understanding things, and you just start getting agitated. You got to be able to keep yourself calm so you can speak in a friendly tone with a smile, even if you're irritated. Because once you make somebody mad and they're a service
Oh
person, they
boy.
will not help you. They
And
will
is it going to help? Is it going to
that
help you?
doesn't help.
No,
Not at all.
it's not. You still going to have the same issue, and then you the one going to have the high blood pressure or the headache, or
Yeah.
you done wasted all this time on nonsense
You
to
cut
them.
somebody out, and what did you get out of it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. So take note. I'm not saying don't take note. Take note, because you don't have to go back to those people. You don't have to use that product again.
Mhm.
And another anxiety level that we're reaching is because of AI and artificial whatever.
Oh,
When you go to talk to someone in a customer service, especially online or on the phone, you're getting in that loop.
yes.
It's a
You,
loop,
you you
and
get you
that's
get you get
frustrating.
one automated voice after another. And the other day, I had to call. I forgot what company it was. I was trying to pay a bill, and got AI and everything, and it was so frustrating. So by the time I finally got a person, I was so agitated, and I said, let me apologize up front. I'm already angry because I've been 30 minutes trying to get a real person.
Right.
So if I'm not my usual friendly self, it's not, I'm trying not to take it out on you, but I'm sure you probably get cussed out a lot for people. By the time they get to you, they're so mad that
Right.
they can't help it. So let me apologize up front if my voice sounds a little agitated, because I'm
But
angry.
now
'Cause that's
they
what
have
happens.
surveys. They have surveys. Use those surveys right in there. How
Right in
you
there.
feel. Yes.
Yes.
Don't pass up those surveys. Use them and
Yes.
send
How
your
was the service? Yes. Well, I know we
yeah.
gotta take a break in a couple of minutes, because when you have good businesses that are doing good things, you want to encourage them. And we on the Female Solution, one of our team members, she been in the trenches doing fabulous work on the
Yes.
South Shore community for 5 years. And as things progress, the building where she is housed, Mama Africa's Marketplace, the owner was given an offer and was tempted to take that offer of $550,000 to buy the building. Well, she's been there and she's been serving the community, and the community wants her to stay there.
Needs her.
So
The
she
community
decided
needs her.
that they need her to stay there, and she's helping people. A lot of the people who don't usually get help and support, she's been hiring people. I mean, this is what entrepreneurship is all about. So we are joining those who know her value in raising that extra money she needs to buy that building and stay at 2100 East 71st Street. Now, there have been some stories that, might give some different understandings of what's happening. So she's joining us today, and we're going to do an extended show.
Yes.
To give you a chance to help raise that money.
Yes.
And empower her to buy that building. So we're going to take a quick break and come right back with Mama Africa, and we are going to save Mama Africa's place for Mama Africa.
Yes.
Make sure she's that powerful businesswoman that she has been, and owning that property. So we'll be right back after this break, and we want you all to stick and stay. Don't don't stray away. Matter of fact, what my sister Wanda say? Grab a pen and call a friend. Right. Tune on in, because we got you. We need you to
support.
We need you to support with put your money where your mouth is, and put up that money. So we'll be right back after this break. So just stay with us.
All right.
housing for the homeless. Because my little brother, in which we're doing this documentary for, Douglas Robinson, your death will not be in vain.
He was a heck of a great dude. And I love Doug. Doug loved me.
Just being around him, he had a good spirit. He was a healing person.
They are there.
Get SROs back.
When you give to the poor,
should not be forced out of their neighborhoods when it goes through a period of transformation.
Because there are too many people who are losing their homes to taxes because they can't pay a $1,000 tax bill.
Yes, we are back. And here we have Mama Africa. Yes.
Welcome.
Yes. Welcome. Let me bring up Mama Africa's Marketplace and, of course, the website, mamaafricasmarketplace.com. It says shop, donate, and share. Yes. Okay. So we know that you are the person that needs to be in that space because of all you have done for the last 5 years. We want to make sure we're clear for anybody who reading some of the articles. And let me bring up the website for those who want to see that we are in fact talking about bringing Mama Africa's place the kind of financial means that is going to keep her there, because you've been basically serving the community for the last 5 years, and a lot of the events that have truly helped people, a lot of the programs, you've been feeding people and all kinds of things. So we want to make sure that those people who want you there will be able to donate. And we bring this phone
even
number.
The people who don't know you are not even around, even the people from Zimbabwe. We know this is a community.
Yes.
A community that is a global community that is needed to help each other. We talked about Kwanzaa and the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. They relate to this very thing. And the Kwanzaa is not just to be celebrated during the time of year that it is identified, but it's to be celebrated every year. And going through those principles of Umanja, where we strive to maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race, and beyond. Now we're going to your website, Save Mama Africa. Everybody, when you come to the website, you're going to get this page. Fill it out. And complete it, send it in. Now, when you repeat to come to this page again, it's going to come out. You don't have to fill it out again unless you want to fill it out for somebody else. You can fill it out for a friend.
There you go.
If they don't mind. But just click the X at the top. And that'll get rid of that form, because we want to make sure you cover everybody who comes. And here,
Yes.
Mama Africa's Marketplace for all your cultural and spiritual needs. Yes, absolutely. Now, I like this essential bag. You have a lot of folks know about the black soap, and for nothing other than the black soap, get this bundle. If you don't use some of the things that are in here, share them. You know, how many pieces are in this bundle? 11 pieces in this bundle. That's 11. That's 10 other people who can get something. Yeah, share. And then when you're doing it, share the opportunity. Share what we are striving to do, because we need to define ourselves, our name, be creative for ourselves, and share. Sharing is the key. And again, with Kwanzaa, I keep repeating, rinse and recycle. We're going to be rinsing and recycle all year round. We've got to help maintain and build our community. This is part of our community. Like I say, a global community, because you can be in another country and order this bundle and it be delivered to you. You don't have to be in Chicago just because the marketplace, Mama Africa's Marketplace, is physically located in Chicago right now. Your doors are still open right now, right?
Yes, ma'am. We are still here. It's funny you was talking about Kwanzaa because I love Kwanzaa. We had a couple of Kwanzaa events here this year. And it was like every day, because I found out about, the closing during Kwanzaa. And it was like every day it was like, this is what Kwanzaa is about. Like, man, we should have posted about this. It was just so much going on that we wasn't able to really dig deep into each principle for each day. But each principle each day definitely resonated with what was going on here at Mama Africa's Marketplace. And it probably was the closest that I had ever actually been to Kwanzaa. Like, celebrating is one thing, but like actually being in the space, like, yeah, I understand. Like, this is what's needed. I appreciate your background. I appreciate being on the show today. It's definitely been a very interesting time. Now,
going through.
It's funny because, I realize everybody don't know what it means to walk out on faith. Everybody don't know what it is to have hope and to believe, and to know that no matter what's going on or what's happening around us, that we are always in divine order and always protected and blessed. And what is for us is for us. Amen.
Right.
And nobody take it away from us. So
amen. Amen.
Well, don't say this, or we don't see this, or we don't see that. Baby, I walk in faith. Okay, I know that what may not look like what is going to happen for somebody today, that do not give up on tomorrow, and tomorrow is gone. As long as tomorrow is tomorrow,
right?
I live another day to fight.
That's right.
Fight to get what
that's
I need.
Right. That's right.
Right. Whether it be there or not,
everywhere, anywhere it is.
You know what? You could be put in a position to move across the street in a bigger facility.
Yes, ma'am.
Being able to do much more.
Yes, ma'am.
So we're gonna try to stay where we are. Yes. We're gonna try to stay where we are. But if it don't happen, we ain't gonna stress.
Marketplace is not just the building, but Mama Africa's Marketplace is the community that's built. And communities can be built here, there, everywhere. We advocating for more Mama Africa's Marketplaces. It don't got to be called Mama Africa's Marketplaces, but spaces where people feel loved, supported, cared for, that can be educated. These types of spaces are needed everywhere. So if it's not here, if it's over there, or if it's both places.
That's right. That's right. To build and maintain our community together.
Yes, ma'am.
And make our brothers and sisters' problems our problems to solve together. That's what we're doing here at this telethon. Call in 727-731-5192. If you're listening on the radio, you can't see the video. It's okay. We're global. Give to Mama Africa's Marketplace now. Give
Yes.
now and buy something.
Yeah, go in and buy something.
Ashay. That's what I've been telling people. People are talking about donating. I'm like, look, I got hundreds of thousands of dollars of stuff in this store right here. Okay, I have to donate. You can
spend some money.
Everybody needs to wash up every day. We got soap. You need to moisturize. You know, especially if you have melanated descent. You know, we don't do ashy. Come down here and get you some butter. Okay, you got to brush your teeth. We got the toothpaste. We got body oils, you know, we got herbs, we got clothes, we got the baskets, we got the masks. We have all of the things that you need to not have to donate your money, but exchange your money. We believe in reciprocity. We believe in recycling Black dollars, and that's how we do it. You may not have it to give, and we don't need you to give it. We just need the money. It could come in the form of exchange. It could come in the form of a gift card, whatever. But what I do know for sure is Mama Africa's Marketplace will continue to grow. We'll continue to keep on moving forward in what we were doing. We did everything we did with no grants, no government funding, just from the heart, you know, from just doing what we do. So that can't be killed by a building because it wasn't built, you know, by a building.
Right. Oh, I like that. Yes.
Right.
It's definitely.
You know what?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Well,
that's awesome.
I'm glad you're saying this. And we got another one of our team members here. The great Zelda Speaks, who's been out there in the trenches because you know the work she does. She is
sending out text to folks right now. Come on, join us right here on this marathon.
That's right. Share.
With the community, make it happen. I ain't just looking down, honey. I'm working. Well, I'm working for us because the community.
I know we've been on the phones and we did the telethon on Wednesday night and had folks pledging, calling, sending the cash app. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put that cash app number up there as well, and again the website, put that up there on the screen so you can go and do the GoFundMe, or like she said, go to the store, buy something, spend some money. And I'm glad you are clarifying this, because there have been several media stories and not everybody says the right words in the right way to give the right impression that we are expanding by empowering her financially to buy the building that she is in, or buy a building in that community. That either way, we're empowering her to own where she has created a business so that this will never happen again. And this is what we want to do with all of our entrepreneurs, is to empower them so that nobody can just throw out somebody who's a staple in the community. And so we do not want people to get the impression that she is giving up at all. I'm gonna put some figures on the screen in a moment.
No.
Because you know, we kind of figured out how this can work now.
No, I don't even know how to give up, Mama. Just in case anybody who ever met me should know that I don't know how to give up.
It ain't in you.
Be a fast mover.
It ain't in me. It ain't. Before I give up, I've been and made 2-3 more other moves.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Definitely not in me to give up. No, ma'am.
No, we ain't no give up in the give up. It's just
ain't no giving up.
Rinse and recycle.
So now I do want people to get an understanding, and we're gonna take another break in a second. Answer some calls, come back and give you some updates and so forth. But we do want people to get an understanding of your strategy in terms of how you're expanding. You've got the your shop that you've been operating for the past 5 years, and then as we look forward to owning that place, you've got some other entrepreneurs that are going to then occupy the space upstairs. There's four commercial office facilities there, and then you've got partnership with Underground Books. They'll be having their bookstore in your facility. So there's a game plan for your expansion, from my understanding. Is that correct?
And a place for you to get your needs met.
Yes, a place for that. Mm-hmm. And then also and when we come back, we're going to break down the financials, because somebody was getting the impression that, she didn't have enough, so she decided not to do it. And you just said, look, ain't no giving up. So we want to dispel that myth that the fight is over. It's not, and we're closer than we have been so we're too close to give up now. So we're definitely going to keep raising these funds And so then you were looking to raise the last $75,000 that you need. So we kind of came up with some figures. Now, if we have 3,000 people that just give $25, that'll be the 75,000. So that could happen. So hey, if you don't have a 70, but $25, let's get up, pay that. Now there's also, if you're a business owner, you might have a bit more, or just financially you're okay. 15 people, 15 good business people, you might have 5,000. That would be the 75,000. So it could happen that way. And or you might be somebody who's just a little comfortable. You might be able to give 1,000. Well, 75 of those people, $1,000. That's the 75,000. So there's a lot of combinations of how this could happen, but it can happen. So we want you all to know that raising that last $75,000 is what is the goal, and we can make that happen before next Friday, which is the time that the present owner has targeted to make a decision, and we believe the decision is going to be in your favor.
I believe so too, Mama.
Absolutely.
It's God's will.
Make that happen. So we're going to take a quick break and come right on back and give us a chance to get a glass of water and answer that call and get some more pledges and call in. 727-731-5192. Let us know what you gonna do.
All right. What you gonna do?
We will be right back. So stay with us.
Welcome to Master Force with Mushim Suit. Join us each week on Thursdays at 7 a.m. Central, live on Facebook and YouTube on the Female Solution page. As we dive into powerful topics designed to assist you in mastering your life force, our conversations feature a diverse lineup of experts, all dedicated to your growth. Tune in weekly to discover new ways to elevate your spirit and raise your vibration. And remember, we are ascending.
We are global transformers, changing the world from the way it is to the way it should be. We are one. Wherever we live on this earth, we are one human family. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to extend a greeting to all the members of our family, whenever and wherever you may be listening around the world. To our family in China, Ni Hao. In India, Namaste. In Japan, Konnichiwa. In Korea, Annyeonghaseyo. In Russia, Здравствуйте. In Germany, Guten Tag. In Poland, Dzień dobry. In France, Bonjour. In Spain, Hola. In Italy, Ciao. In Egypt, Ahlan wa sahlan. In Ghana, Akwaba. In Nigeria, Peleo. In South Africa, Sawubona. In Senegal, Nangadef. In Kenya, Jambo. In Israel, Shalom. In Pakistan, Afghanistan, Palestine, and Saudi Arabia, Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, and may peace be upon you all. Join us live on the on-air radio network. Call 727-731-5192. We want to talk to you. Yes, we want to talk to you. We want you all to talk to us too, because we're talking to Mama Africa. And it's exciting because like you were saying, Deborah, about we are, no matter how far away we are, we're one global village. And and you look at Mama Africa's place, that actually represents international business. All those products that she talked about that is offered, I mean, you're talking about international business. And this is the website. You want to go to mamaafricasmarketplace.com.
where you can get all of those things that you talked about, and you look at I mean, that's industry, that's manufacturing, that's producing products, all the various ingredients coming from all over the world. So that means we're circulating money, we're participating in international trade, and that's what a business like this does. When we're promoting our culture and our health products, we're promoting international trade, and that's what this represents.
And everybody wants something. Look at how many folks trying to travel to Africa, the African countries. I have a brother-in-law right now in Egypt. So north, south, east, or west. We're trying to go to other countries, Portugal, Spain. There's so much to do. And if you can't afford to travel, we'll just go to the site or go to the store. I think if you go to the store, if you can,
feel like you in
get
Africa.
over there to the store. Matter of fact, all of those delegates that are in town now celebrating Martin Luther King's birthday, they should have an open invitation to stop by and purchase something, one thing, two things, a few things. Matter of fact, don't sell them those sheets, because I want those sheets. I gotta get those sheets.
No, I'm working on getting some more of those sheets back in here. I'm working on it.
I need those sheets in my business.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody can go. It's a marketplace right there, an international marketplace. Where else can you go and bring something home, like you've had a souvenir that you've been there, and bring it and place it and let it be an inspiration for future travel, or let it be a remembrance of travel that you've once done and didn't get that particular item. You could or give it as a gift. Folks is buying holiday gifts now.
Think ahead.
There's more than just one holiday in the year. What you got? Your birthdays, you got your anniversaries, we got the just because, you got, what is that, Valentine's Day, a Super Bowl coming up. You got a lot of stuff coming up, right now. Let's go. Mardi Gras.
That's right. All kinds of things. And, I like what it says here. It is your products that are selected. And, these are things that they have quite a bit of value for all the things that we use. And it says handcrafted, intentionally picked, culturally inspired. Visit us and shop the best. And you're looking at Royal Garb. I love the apparel. And we can wear that more than just in February or more than just in Kwanzaa. We can wear our culture all year round. Some of us that I know you do, you're wearing wraps and gowns and the dresses and all that. Hey, I represent all the time in health and wellness. Well, that's every day, and the beauty products, definitely. I mean,
and all nationalities.
Yes, all nationalities wear these things.
Melanated
skin, botanical products, art. Well, beautiful art for your home, your office, home decor, all kinds of statues, beautiful artifacts and instruments. We love our
get a drummer son.
Yes, books. So now tell us about
flutes.
Tell us about the with
muted.
With the bookstore, the underground books that's coming up.
I'm sorry, y'all. Am I muted or not?
No, you're not.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Yes. Yeah. Tell us about your partnership with Underground Books coming up.
So Baba Yoel, he owns Underground Bookstore on 87th Street. He has agreed to partner with Mama Africa's Marketplace and back $250,000 to partner with us in finding staying here or finding a new space. but he is, believes in what Mama Africa's Marketplace is doing and what it does in the community, and he has stepped up to support that.
So, in understanding where we are financially, you've got private lenders that are, that are guaranteeing a certain amount of money, and that would sufficiently cover what the owner is asking or hoping to receive from the purchase. And then the last 75,000 adds to the part that you need in the bank, as I guess is like collateral or that sort of thing. Is that how that works, where you need to have a certain amount of liquid assets in order to close the deal, more or less?
Now.
Oh, am I frozen? Is everybody else frozen?
No, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Mama Africa, you're on mute.
Yeah, you muted yourself, Mama Africa. We
Oh.
don't hear you.
Uh-oh.
Somebody muted her.
Yeah.
Maybe
you can. You might have to unmute her.
Let me see if I can see where
our production staff might have to unmute her. Oh, she's unmuted now.
Okay. All right. So, Mama Africa, yes.
I am. You hear me?
Oh, we hear you now. Yes. So, yeah. Do you want to give us that?
I think it's my internet.
Oh, yeah. That does happen.
It's a mess. I'm trying to close out.
Yeah, close any other windows, because that might be sucking up your juice, so to speak.
Yeah, and it's cold outside anyway.
Hello.
Yeah, that too. Because one of the things, that needed to be understood was that you have what is needed to make that purchase, but the institution, the bank institution you're working with requires a certain amount of liquid assets available, and that's what we're raising to kind of secure that transaction. And ultimately it's the owner's decision, but the groundswell of community support should make it clear that if the person who is in that space is not Mama Africa, they may not be as well received, because they may be perceived as hurting the community. So, we want them to understand that the community prefers Mama Africa to be in that space. And that's why we're making it clear. I think her internet is still kind of revving up. Here we go. All right. Yes. So that's one of the reasons why we're really pushing this, because it is so close and it is doable. And we would like the owner to recognize the community support, especially because you've done things, you've hired people that often get dismissed because of their past or whatever. And that's a critical point in keeping the community stable. People who are able to work with you that might not be welcomed in other locations or might not be given an opportunity. So that's why your presence is more preferable than anyone else that might be bidding on that property. So,
yeah. Where is Lou Rawls when we need him?
You'll never find.
Well, there's only one Mother Africa place, honey. There's only one, and you will not find it, because it don't exist over there, but it exists right where it is right now, where it's going to stay, because we all know the power of prayer.
Yes,
absolutely.
And we have been praying. As a matter of fact, we should have one live right here.
Hey, well, would you like to lead us in a word of prayer, Sister?
Not really, but the Spirit will take over, and I will just allow it to come through me. Because it wasn't my idea.
There you go. Well, let the Spirit speak through you.
Let us all become still and take a long, deep breath. Inhale deeply. And feel the power that you just inhaled through your nostrils going down through your lung, giving thanks for the power of breath. And we know that with this breath, there is magic. Sometimes unbeknownst to us, but we give thanks for it anyway, because we know that divine intelligence, the creator, whatever, whoever, what we choose to call it, whatever name that we seek it in, we give thanks that it is listening and it is continuing to wait for us to continue to do the work in which we are doing right here. In all of this, we give thanks, and so it is. Ashe.
You can let the breath out, right?
Yeah. Breathe, y'all, breathe. Please breathe. Amen. Let me blow some air in here. Where it at? You know I have no musical skills, so let me leave that alone. Okay.
So now, Mama Africa, this is the right Cash App, correct?
Well, I don't see it.
At the bottom of the screen, Cash App, $ Mama Africa, 1111, right?
Yes.
Okay. So y'all want to hit that Cash App, real quick. You'll get confirmation.
And this is what's so awesome about giving. This is what I love that the majority of the world does not know. There's a scripture that says, "So as ye give, baby, I cannot tell you the gifts that come as a result of your giving." I don't matter. I don't care if it was $1. I had $3 in my wallet this morning. Was it this morning? Yesterday morning? I don't know. Whenever we fed the homeless, unhoused. And this guy came up to me with no shoes on. I was like, "How are you out here as cold as it is? You don't have any shoes." He said, "I just need $1 to get me something warm to drink." I said, "Baby, I got $3. Here go one. You can have one and go get you some coffee." Even though I know he wasn't going to get no coffee. We just know these things when we see these kind of things. But my heart said,
whatever warms the spirit.
Thank you. Spirit said, give it to him. I gave it to him. So
it's not up to you to do it.
And see, we have been so programmed with in our portals and our eyes and our ears and our nose and the other two. You can figure those out. But we've been so programmed to get. And we don't know that the power is in the giving.
Yeah.
It's in the giving. I cannot tell you the amount of things. Yes, I can, but that's a whole nother show. Of the blessings that come through, all kind of resources. Something you've been waiting on, a job or a connection or something for your life, and you sitting right on top of it and don't even know it because you ain't let that Cash App go through. I'm talking to you. You know what I'm talking.
Take a deep breath. Give, yes. Now,
take a deep breath and know that which you give, you gonna get back threefold. Press down.
That's right. That's right.
You better tell somebody.
Absolutely.
And don't keep this good nose to yourself. Yeah, there it is. Was that it?
So now, am I echoing? I don't know. Might be on somebody else's. I wanted to make sure that we made this clear because sometimes the way people write stories, it could give an incorrect impression. And the way this came out with some of the media outlets, and I know they may have meant well, but when it said Mama Africa's Marketplace in South Shore may be forced to close, owner says, but then in the story, it's kind of made clear that even though another person wants to buy the place and she has a deadline for Friday, which is the 23rd, she is not in any way giving up and planning to not be in business. And they quoted her saying, my fear is going into storage and never coming out. But I'm sure she's had a lot more things. Just like she said today, she said, giving up is not in me. And, it ends with, for, Eva Reno, Mama Africa, it's also known as Mama Africa. The thought of closing her store and community space is almost unbearable. Well, yeah, that's right. It's unbearable. That's why she ain't bearing it. She's not closing. She's going to continue. That's why we're raising this money. Do not stop giving, because the game plan is to have her space. And like you had clarified earlier, Deborah, if she's not in that particular spot, she's going to be in a spot
somewhere
and don't own that
somewhere. And
so,
the perception of being in a storage unit, that statement, you know what, if she got to get out in
that
2
is not
weeks,
an option. She's not closing down and leaving and going to put herself, that's not happening. So we don't want people to get that incorrect impression by the way that article was written, that she has thrown in the towel, as farther from the truth.
She didn't say she was going into a storage place.
No,
that's not what she said.
That's not what she's doing.
People take stuff, little bitty stuff,
and then
make their own, because they doing more than one thing at a time. That's what I chalk it up to be.
When you're trying to write the story, and I understand that, but we also know that she has the capital to do what she's intending to do, which is buy a building so that she owns where she's doing business. That is the game plan. So if you are giving, know that this is what it's going for. And the owner of the 2100 East 71st Street location would benefit from her being the owner that he sells to, as opposed to someone else who's got a thing that
has a record
that ain't,
good record.
The community wants her there. So that would be a smart business move for the current owner to sell it to her. And we're encouraging that and backing up her financial means that she has secured, and making sure she has that it's 100,000. It needs to be in the bank. And
we're investing in our people.
So we're investing in our people. So what you're giving is an investment in our people, in our community, making sure that this space continues to serve. And if we did dollars that's left that need to be raised, we can raise them.
If we did more investment, we wouldn't have to rely on the government or other entities to help us, to hold that hand out. We wouldn't need that hand held out, because we would be recycling within. Come on now. We don't, we know how to eat. Yes, I got a ham bone in there. It may be some folks that don't eat pork, but we learned how to put that ham bone in them beans and them greens that we got out of the garden.
That's how we feed the homeless. I have an incentive for those who are watching, who just may think they're worried about where their next dollar is going to come from. If you got $1, cash app that $1. Why would I give my last dollar away? Because it's not your last dollar.
It's not your last dollar.
It's your last. That's the last dollar that's in your wallet for right now. But money is fluid. You're just the vehicles. And that's one of the things that we have got to be able to come to understand. It's like you don't get it and hold on to it like those who are very greedy do. And I understand that we've been taught to be greedy, but at some point we got to open our hearts and our minds and move beyond that.
For some, I don't think it's greed, it's being without. So they don't want to be without, so they store up. But you know how things get stored up. The moths be eating it. We can't do nothing with that stored up. We got to give in order to receive. A closed hand gets nothing. A closed hand gets nothing. We
it down. Just
Don't
move on
work.
over.
It don't work. So that's why we need this. And I would, like I say, we've got international presence in the community. Somebody to help somebody who may be hungry and might stop by and be able to get a meal. You know, this is not just a marketplace where they selling stuff. There are functions that are going on in the same space. This is an event space as well. So there are functions that are going on. There's one downtown. Right. There are lessons that are happening here. You know, I went all the way to Arizona to go to a drum class. How come I can't go to a drum class right here?
Right.
You know, it can happen. It can happen. And all we have to do is support to save.
That's all.
You know, we lose our grocery stores because we don't support, just because they're a little higher. So what? You know,
we're gonna throw some money away on something. You may as well
every day, all the time. You know, we need our grocery stores. We used to have grocery stores. We used to have banks. We used to have all kinds of stuff in the community. Now, look how far. We don't even have transportation in the community. How is someone who lives in an area that doesn't have transportation? There's no public transportation. There's no grocery stores, not even the corner stores. We used to have corner stores in my neighborhood. We used to have a corner store meat market.
They don't even
in the middle of the neighborhood. You didn't know it was there unless you was from the neighborhood.
Yep,
that's right.
And where is it now? They had to move away because the people were going to the big box stores.
Yep.
And
shopping in the neighborhood.
And folks can't get to the big box store.
Who don't care nothing about you. All they want is your money. They care nothing about you.
The people who live it.
That's what they
place. Come on now.
And there's a difference the way people treat you when you know each other. You're living in a neighborhood. You can talk to you greet each other by name. That's a whole different vibe when you go.
You don't have to go from 1 to 100 when they don't treat you right.
That's right.
You don't be treated right. You don't be treated like family.
Well, we got a comment here from another sister that is a powerful voice in the community. That Moyo from Real Men Charity said, we don't have the cash, but we have the temporary place right away at the quarry exists. We've got a retail space and office and large rooms until she makes a purchase. Let's pivot and buy some time shopping for the perfect place if the buyers move away from that location. So she said, look, even if you had to relocate, you're going to still stay open.
You're still going to be all right.
That closing on the new building, wherever it is.
Yeah,
so you're going to be operating one way or another.
Thank you.
You will never be in storage. You will always be doing business somewhere. However long it takes for the closing or whatever the case may be, if it's not there, but definitely you will be in business. So thank you, our dear sister Yvette. Yes. The people want Mama Africa's Marketplace to be in the community doing what you do. That's what they want, and that's what we're gonna make happen.
Oh man, it's already happened. We're just waiting to see the manifestation.
Just making it manifest. So we've had some calls and some pledges, and what we want to do, of course, people pledge. We make sure we say, okay, now you have to send the money. So we got the Cash App there. You can send it right now, and that will be.
Now I don't have Cash App. Is there any other way I could donate?
Well, if you go to www.mamaafricasmarketplace.com, and I'll pull it up again. That has the GoFundMe thing. That therefore you can use whatever, like bank card and all that stuff. Is that correct? I believe.
Yes, typically with GoFundMe, yes.
So yes, if you don't
PayPal, you can use PayPal with GoFundMe.
Yeah, you can use PayPal for GoFundMe. You can use your debit card. And do they take Zelle also for?
I'm not sure with GoFundMe if they take Zelle. I'm not sure.
But they definitely will take whatever your
debit card. Yeah, if they take your debit card.
So if you hit the donate today button, you get all the information and
16,379 raised out of 18K. We close, y'all. Come on.
All right, here we go.
Somebody make that number the lottery number, and your winnings, a portion of your winnings, bring them on back.
Look at it saying 91%. That's $16,379 dollars raised out of the last 18,000 that's needed. So we want you to be a part of raising the last portions needed to secure that building. And Mama Africa has made it clear, that there's no money that's been spent, that's been raised so far. It's going to go for this purpose. She ain't going to get her nails done with it and all that stuff. She is saving it for this problem.
Say she a real working woman. Yeah.
There are some women who work for those nails. I don't know how they do it, but they do it.
Yeah.
Yes, they do it.
There's an art to everything, because I love me some blue nail, and she got nails 10 inches long, and honey, she be working with them. I don't know how.
Yeah, so 25 people just donated. Thank you all. We appreciate you all so much.
Anonymous.
Another anonymous 1,000. Rana Halim 300. We thank you so much.
Blessings.
Blessings. Thank you.
Yes.
Anonymous.
Come on, from all over the globe.
Rosalie Murphy, 100. Yes, so these people are giving money. They're seriously giving money, y'all, because they know the power that this place has, and they know the potential that it has as it grows and continues to serve. So this is what we do, and I'm excited that we are participating in this, because this gives us a chance to see the power that a platform has when you're doing good. There are other causes that I'm sure will manifest. We got Zelda with the unhoused and ways that they need to be supported. So the female solution, you're going to see us actively dealing with the finances. And then look forward to our sister Asada to break down some real financial strategies, because crypto is becoming another currency.
Because we breaking free.
And we are breaking free. And so this is what it's all about: empowerment, economic empowerment.
Thank you, Asada.
Yes, we thank you. We are looking forward to this. We got a whole different mindset, people. We are taking control of where we live. We're taking control of our finances. We're even defining what money is, so that we can never again have to worry about somebody deciding what we can and can't do.
Right.
And I'm so glad that Mama Africa is the kind of spirit that will not give up. And we got folks to give it. I know Brother Kufi, a longtime female solution supporter, called in the other night and pledged his $100.
Brother Kufi did?
Oh, did.
Wow. Wonderful. Brother Kufi. Yeah,
did.
Spirit.
Minister Plump called in and said he's going to get his finances together with all his stock shares and everything else, come up with some money from Black Wall Street organization. So, we are going to make this happen, because we have the power to do it.
Amen.
And so if you now I do understand that if people if they hit the Cash App, the name Lakeisha Williams will come up. Is that correct? That's your daughter. Is that correct?
And she's muted. Yeah,
probably talking to some old people giving.
Yeah, they're transacting business there. So
yeah, so that's what will happen if you go to the Cash App. Just that you're not at the wrong place. That is the Save Mama Africa's Marketplace Fund, or the $ Mama Africa 111111 on the bottom of your screen there.
Yes, it says Asia Williams. That's my daughter.
Asia Williams. Okay. Yeah. So it's the Asia Williams, that is the right one. And crowdfunding has become a way that we involve people, so that we are able to, number one, make people feel a part of what you do. You know, if you give to a place, you're not gonna go in there and rob it, right? Because because you know you have invested in it. You're gonna make sure that people respect it. You're gonna be respectful to the people who are the proprietors. So this is what a community does, and this is how we empower ourselves so that we're not worried about whether the White House is housing somebody that's acting up and not being supportive. We don't even have to care because we have seized power with our own cooperative economics. What was that what was that principle you mentioned about was it Kujichagulia cooperative economics? So that's what we're doing. Our Kwanzaa principles. That's what we're operating.
Another one was Umanja, to build and maintain our own stores,
Ujamaa, yes,
and other businesses, and to profit from them together.
Right. So we're practicing Ujamaa.
Yeah.
I love the fact that people are waking up, and as Baba Kwame Sunhorse would say, one of our elders that listens to the Female Solution, all of the shows, and he says, we no longer have to wait because we are the ones that we've been waiting for. So we don't have to wait on anybody or anything, no names necessary, because they don't exist in this realm. We are the ones that must do it and are doing it.
Yes, and we are doing it. We are doing it. Yes.
Yes, we are doing it. We're
doing it here.
Right now.
Doing it right here, right now. So every now and then, Mama Africa might have to pop off and answer another money call, which is great because people are giving. People are giving, as you can see, and we're continuing to give. And you know, and we understand that they do the fundraising in increments. You know, so you can this bit here and then the next bit here. So each stage of the achieving of your goal, people can see that we are getting close to the goal and they can know that it is doable. You know, and I'm sure when you look at a figure such as, $500,000, 550,000, she's got secured 600,000 in those businesses that are pledging their support to secure the financing for her. So she has what she needs, but in terms of the liquid assets that the bank requires, this is what this last fundraising effort is. And so we're close because the community has been supportive and giving with the faith and belief that this can happen. And that's why we're pushing all the way to that last, the 23rd of January, because we know we can make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
And when we see the power that we have, we will realize we were never powerless.
And just imagine if we were utilizing a community bank that we used to have.
Well, right? That's the other thing, because like you were saying, Zelda, we have these things, and when we get suckered into going somewhere else, because maybe it's fancier, but it's not operated by people who live around us or care about us. They don't
understand the needs of our community.
They don't really care about.
Right. They don't understand. I think I don't want
they're in business to make a profit. They're not in the business.
Right. They don't understand. They don't have their finger on our pulse. They have the finger on their pulse. I was looking at Family Feud last night, and one of the Hilton's girls were on, and not Family Feud. It was a Wheel of Fortune, and she was kind of clueless to me. But I said, she got more money than all these people in the audience, on the stage, and everywhere. She didn't have to have a clue.
Absolutely.
I mean, even one of the commercials that played was about a hotel system.
And see this is why we got to break free, and we're gonna be learning more about this with Asada, because one of the most powerful things you can do is define what money is. And when you define the currency and you create a system that you control, then nobody can forcibly make you impoverished, because you have the power to interact and circulate and enrich everybody in your circle. And that's what this whole system is about. We're now defining a new economy. So don't get scared. Don't worry about somebody say, oh, we cutting out this, we cutting out that. Look, we're defining the whole new economy.
They cut out food stamps and you lived, okay?
Right.
That's right. That's right.
We in control. We was in control before they had food stamps.
And
that's right.
That gave us a crutch.
That you're right. And we realized we didn't need that crutch. And one of the things that I observed, you have a whole lot of churches that have food pantries and everything. And you never even think about it, but a lot of them stepped up and said, oh, we can feed people. Y'all ain't got to worry about it.
Right.
I mean, they might have had some long lines, but look, we had food.
You still had food.
And we realized that when we work together, we don't have to have that government crutch that they can snatch back if they don't like our policy.
They dangle it over.
Take your SNAP benefits. Oh my God. No, we ain't got to worry about that. Because
what's that song that everybody steps to? They do the line dance to, and the music in the background is going, don't need it. Don't need it.
Oh no.
It's something, because I was
that's all I can remember.
I think everybody was stepping to that. What was that song?
You know, it's kind of like the cowboy boots on the ground thing.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but there's some song that they play to death. And that's all I can remember is don't need it.
Don't need it.
We didn't need the stamps. We just thought we did, because we've been conditioned to think that way, to live that way, to do that way, and that's not who we are as a people. We grow our food.
Exactly. The conditioning that they put on us. No,
we allowed it.
Condition. We was teaching them how to do it.
Thank you.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
It had not been for us.
Yes.
You talk about some folks came over from somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Now, okay, I'm not gonna get put off again.
We have to learn how to
I go into my militant
strategic in our verbiage.
Yeah, strategic in our verbiage. I like that. So I know Mama Africa's getting some more money calls and pledges and everything.
That's good.
Back in a second. We are seeing really the power that our community always had. And sometimes we need to experience things just so that we can discover how powerful we are.
There you go.
And these kind of things, they help us to know. We got people who will step up, who will work with us, fight for us, and manifest with us once we decide that we're not going to give up. And that's why I'm so grateful. She said, I'm not giving up. This is a vision. Right. I've been doing this 5 years, helping people, hiring ex-felons who get thrown away. You end up doing time and people act like you're garbage. But these are human beings that sometimes they made a bad decision. Sometimes they just got railroaded because they didn't have enough money to get a good lawyer to fight for them. But either way, you got a record. Now people want to treat you like you're trash. And she treats everybody with love. She always gives you peace and love, because that's what she is. And that's what we need to be to all of our community, no matter what their situation is. And we definitely cannot treat people like they're garbage just because they don't have money. And that's what we see happen. You see it all the time. Zelda, with the work you do, people get treated like they're garbage because they don't have hard economic times.
Yep.
And we cannot do that. When we have collectively, we can keep everybody from suffering. If we would just, what do we always say on the show? Share.
Yep.
If we would just share. So that's
we all have it to share.
Yes.
And we got more than we think we have.
Okay. We got more than we think we have.
Yeah, we think, we don't have anything to eat. I look at it. I say, I don't have anything to eat. Then I open the refrigerator.
I know.
I can put plenty of stuff together.
Put it together. Make it happen, because it's there.
Yeah, there's that word you said, is the wants and the needs. Two different things. And we have to be able to recognize those two different things, wants and needs. We need this place to stay open for the community. We need Mama Africa's marketplace because it does so much more than we've even crossed on our surface today. She's done so much more. Having that facility there, look at the many lives that have been saved.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There are so many people that go over, just confused in their mind, don't know where to go or what to do. And the female solution, I'm telling you, that one of the storylines this week of the female solution that I shared with someone, it saved their life.
Ooh.
They are so appreciative of what was heard, the conversation, what was heard, because they've been in such a turmoil in their mind. But
Wow.
this show saved their life. And that was so like, oh, that was, you know how more blood, brothers and sisters.
Wow. You see, you never know. You never know when the Spirit gives you a message to give. You never know who needs to hear it. So we always,
and it's
need
always
to
somebody who needs to hear one of the messages. The messages last night, even on our it brought a little more light to what we were going through.
Yes.
And what our judgment against the bureaucracy that's going on now.
Yes.
We have to look at it from a lot of different ways and say, oh, yeah, you're right. This isn't the first time.
Right.
Right.
And you know, it reminds us of our responsibility as a collective body. When you have a system where you're supposed to select your leadership and you vote who you think is good leaders, that means you have the responsibility to go and vote and select those leaders. Don't complain about it when somebody gets in office that you don't like. Well, did you help in the selection process? You know, did you exercise the power that you have to be one of those who made a choice as to who's going to be given a position of responsibility in managing the government? So we have a collective responsibility, and sometimes the Spirit will move you to run for something,
right,
and be that person who takes responsibility. So,
but you also learn. You also learn from any situation. So if it's not what you want, if it's not favorable for you, and even what they're offering is not favorable, given another perspective, then make that change.
That's right.
There's an election coming up now in our area in March.
Yep.
Do you know who you're going to vote for? Did you know there was even an election going on?
Right.
So it may not be in your neighborhood.
In the mail.
Right.
Exactly.
They're there and they're large, so they want you to remember it. And just in case you just tuned in, we are live on TikTok for the folks who are wondering what are they looking at. Save Mama Africa's Marketplace. Shop, donate, and share. It's mamaafricasplace.com, and I just put that up on the screen. Thank you all for joining.
Yes.
I like Tickety Talk.
Tickety Talk. I like
Talk
too.
Yes.
I don't use that much, but for the purpose of this, thank you so very much. So you won't see me, but you will see the screen, because I don't need to do no talking. You just need to see this website. Okay, Save Mama Marketplace. That's why my head was in the screen earlier. I was trying to be sure that the people.
Oh, good. And then share. There's a lot of sharing going on TikTok.
Share.
Yes.
And you don't have to just donate. You can buy some things. Do a trade. Trade your dollars for, you need to brush your teeth. You need to wash your tail. So you're going in there and get you some toothpaste. Instead of taking it to folks who don't appreciate your money. So go on over there and get your toothpaste and toothbrush. You might see a drum or a pair of earrings or a gown or a head wrap or something you want. You never know.
Absolutely.
And take somebody with you.
Yeah.
Take somebody with you.
Yeah, take somebody with you.
Make it a girl trip.
Make it a night.
Make it a boys trip.
Right.
That's
Make
right.
it a boy girl trip. Make it a he-she trip.
Make it a whatever trip.
Whatever trip.
Y'all go out to the club. Y'all meet up at the club. Meet up at Mama Africa's place.
Meet up at Mama Africa's. I like that. Meet up at Mama Africa's place.
Yes.
Support the place.
Yeah.
MamaAfricasMarketplace.com. Can y'all see that? All right, y'all. Share this video.
And then go out to lunch.
And then
down
go
the
up
street.
down the street.
There you go. You can do it. We can do it. We can do it.
Yes, we
can
do
make
it.
that.
So
We can cycle at those coins in the area.
Yep, give up them ducats.
That's
Mhm.
right.
They
That's
ain't
right.
doing no good sitting in your pocket. They can do some good at Mama Africa's place. And when you go there, should be sure you get what you need too. See, because this is not a one-sided situation. This is give and take.
Yeah. I like Dollar Tree. I like the dollar store. I like the other big box stores.
Yeah.
You know, maybe what you couldn't find at the big box stores over here in Mama Africa's Marketplace.
Yeah, she got everything you need, baby. Everything.
I love it. I love it.
It's a community. It's a community mark. I'm not naming nobody else's mark. We need to. Mama Africa's mark is what it is.
Yes.
And that's where we need to invest our dollars, ducats, coins, whatever y'all call them now.
Yes, there it is. So when you pull up, the GoFundMe
site
form will pop up, and you can fill that right in, and you will be able to use whatever your payment method is. You'll be able to use this and contribute. And we're urging those who have to give, because we are standing with Mama Africa, who says she's not giving up. She gonna own her business, and she gonna own a building.
Excellent. We're doing a fundraiser
at the end of all of this. And so those who see the vision, we want you to be a part of the process. And it's not that hard, because if each one gives what they can, dollars add up. So again, we broke it down. You know, if we got 3,000 people and they didn't give but $25, just $25, that would give the $75 left for to secure that
$75K to secure what needs to be secured.
Secure what needs to be secured. And you know, because the bank wants you to have a certain amount of liquid assets in the bank. Even you might have the purchase price secured, but they want some assets. And they want them assets. So that's what we're working on. And we got 3,000 with 25, or we could have 75 with 1,000, and that'd give us 75,000.
And it's tax deductible. It's a tax write-off.
Yeah, absolutely. You want that. And or if you wanted 15 people, it might have, it might be a business owner or just a person that's well-to-do and got cash.
Somebody out there with $5,000. A lot of people out there with $5,000.
Just 15 people. $5,000. That gives us $75,000 to. So as GoFundMe takes it in increments and lets you know, okay, you got this portion raised, and then the next portion. So they're continuing to fundraise. And if anybody had the notion that because she had not reached the total amount last week that it was over, we want to dispel that right now. It ain't never gonna be over. She will be buying a building with the money that you spend. So we do want her to be where she's at, and we hope that the owner makes that good decision, that good business decision, to have her be the person who owns it. But either way, she will be owning a property, and it's going to be Mama Africa's Marketplace, and it will be serving the community. So the effort is not ending, and we got to the 23rd. So hopefully the owner, the current owner at 2100 East 71st Street, will make the good decision to have Mama Africa be the person that he is selling to. So whatever you've read in other media outlets that gives the impression that she gave up, that's wrong. She ain't giving up. So
it is here. It is going to be here. She is not going anywhere. And with your help and your assistance of doing your shopping there, not just donating, but you feel like you got to get something for your money, go there and shop. Anything that you can get in any other store, you can get right there at Mama Africa's place.
Get right there, Mama.
Household items,
Place.
apparel, musical instruments, oils, black soap, beads, crystals, you name it, they got it. And on that note, I've got a Zoom at 2:00. I need to get ready for.
Well, all right. Well, we appreciate you. Thank you so much, and continue to do all the fabulous work that you do. We appreciate you. And here we go. We got Mama Africa's Market. You got online marketplace. If you want to shop online, you can go. You can give your money and also shop online, and you can circulate these dollars and hear about us.
Excuse me, Naima. I'm going to leave TikTok on, so just continue because it's going to be on. TikTok is still on, okay?
Okay, so when we hit end, will TikTok end also?
No, it will not. It'll just I'll be back by then. Hopefully. How long are you all on?
Well, I think we're about to wrap up. We're gonna have Mama Africa because we want her to be able to continue her work what she's doing.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up now.
I can bring her back on too late because they always got to do all the introductions and all that kind of stuff. So I'll just come right in and say, yeah, I'm here.
So, Mama Africa, we're gonna wrap this up as we approach the 2:00 hour. We want you to have the last words. We have you up here with the about us. Meet Mama Africa, Ifarinu Igunrinde.
She's on mute.
So as soon as you unmute
now, yes. As y'all know, I am a small Black-owned business, so I am here also working on Mama Africa's Marketplace. We have a few customers in the store, so I would definitely want to make sure I tend to my customers. But did you have something you wanted me to say, Mama?
Well, just give people instructions as to what you want them to do between now and Friday to continue toward reaching your goal.
So like I said before, please come out and make a purchase. I don't believe that people have to give money if you don't have it to give, but if you have things that you need to purchase and buy, we have everyday essentials here at Mama Africa's Marketplace. If you want to buy something as a gift for someone, you can do that as well. We are raising money. So if you want to give it, please give it, but if you can purchase something in exchange for that money and recycle those dollars and keep them coming back around, we appreciate that as well. We appreciate the prayers. We appreciate the support. We appreciate people sharing the page, sharing the information. Just talking about Mama Africa's Marketplace has been a blessing for us as well. So yes, we are still raising money for the building. We do have pre-approvals right now for the building, either this building or another building. We will be using those funds to make sure that Mama Africa's Marketplace always have a home. So for those out there who want to just raise money for us to stay in this building in South Shore, if you want to do that and put that in your donation and let us know that if we do not purchase this building, that we will send your money back. We are offering refunds to people who only want to support the purchase of this building. But for those who I have reached out to and they are saying that, we want to support Mama Africa's Marketplace no matter where she is, then we appreciate that. So that is that. We are never giving up. We will continue to always be here to build space, to have a community, to have a safe space for everyone to come to build and to grow and to share love and build unity with our community.
All right. Fabulous. Well, thank you so very much, Mama Africa. And thank you, Deborah, for lending us your show time to raise these funds. And thank you, Zelda, for chiming on in, and all those who called in and pledged and continue to encourage. We thank you all so much. And before we go, Deborah, I guess I'll give you the last word to say goodbye.
Yeah, well, aloha.
I like that. Yeah, there you go.
We love you all. Be safe in your travels.
Yes. All righty. And come on back on Sunday for From Seed to Systems with
Yes.
12 noon. All right.
And Monday Morning Mindfulness, we're celebrating Dr. King with Rashawn Lydell. Awesome brother from another planet.
Got to see that.
Yes,
indeed.
Love you all.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you.
Peace and love, like Mama Africa says.
We've come to the end of our show today. If you missed any broadcasts, go to our website for the audio and video archives at www.thefemalesolution.com. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to thank all of you who participated in today's discussions. And to our global family joining us from all around the world, we say thank you. To our family in China, xie xie. India, dhanyavad. Japan, arigato. Korea, kamsamnida. Russia, spasiba. Germany, danke. Poland, dziękuję. France, merci. Spain, gracias. Italy, grazie. Egypt, shukran. Ghana, madasi. Nigeria, eshe. South Africa, Ngiyabonga. Senegal, Jaref. Kenya, Asante. Israel, Toda. Pakistan, Shukriya. Afghanistan, Tashakur. Saudi Arabia and Palestine, Shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Thank you, and may peace be upon you and the mercy of God and God's blessings.